So my take on Judas is, I think I read in, who was I reading the other night? It said Judas was killed got crushed between two chariots, and people are asking, well, how did he really die? I know St. George Fox had a theory that he died in battle, and he didn't commit suicide. I think all evidence points to the gospel story being true of him uh, hanging himself and then uh, spilling the money right on the ground, so basically buying it with his blood, and then his body becoming so bloated and decaying that its guts burst out and spilled all over the field. Well, why would he do that? Why would he kill himself? Why would he feel so grieved? Because he didn't expect Jesus to be crucified. He was handing him over to the leaders of the Jewish community, who it was illegal for them to hand over anybody to the Romans. They didn't do that. They certainly didn't crucify their own. So Judas felt betrayed because what he was trying to do was get Jesus into a showdown with Caiaphas or the chief priests or whoever, so that the messianic age could come on, to egg it on, instigating it, for it to be his actions being a catalyst for bringing in the messianic age. Well, what they did is they sneakily, looking from Judas's eyes, uh, handed him over to the Romans to be crucified. And Judas says, "Oh my God, I betrayed the Messiah. Now Jerusalem is gonna, it's gonna be destroyed. This and that." He's grieving. He's betrayed the one guy he loves the most. And what does he do? Where does he pick the spot to hang himself? It's at the Caiaphas family tomb. That's exactly where they found the Caiaphas family tomb, and the Ananias and all of them. So he's defiling the clean tombs. He's defiling them, making them unclean, destroying their afterlife. Yeah. So yeah, Judas, it totally falls in line when you look into what it is. And I believe Judas was not Judas Iscariot. I believe he was Judas the Sicari'i. That the name was screwed up, as names are screwed up, because who is from the place? I mean, that's not a last name. From the place. I think he was Judas the Sicari'i, which is more violent than the Zealots. They actually had knives and daggers in the folds of of their their robes. Kill people. Basically, suicide bombers. Hardcore guys. Maybe that stuff about him being a treasure and stealing stuff in the Book of John was came afterwards to make him look bad. Maybe not. Maybe he was doing that. But I think the New Testament story fits, but I think people have been seeing it in the wrong light, that he was really trying to betray him. No, he was trying to force the issue to happen, and that he did kill himself, and he killed himself both out of extreme guilt and um, as an act of vengeance against those who had betrayed him, those who had handed Jesus over to the Romans. Because Jews don't crucify Jews, Jews don't kill Jews, basically. And if it was brought into the court and there would have been a showdown, I mean, we even saw there were many, according to the Gospels, there were many Pharisees that were getting up and defending him, saying these men are liars. No two stories are the same, and there were Pharisees who were defending him. I think he thought that the liars would have been exposed, and no good Jew would hand over another Jew to um, the Romans, especially not a Sicari. A Sicari would be, we're Jews, we're together, So that's my belief in Judas, and I totally think the gospel accounts are correct, but I think we need to see him in a different light. Peace to you.